Okay, so we're going to look at the surface area and volume of a cone in this lesson. Honestly, it's not too bad if you take a look at your pink sheet and find the equation for it. Let's write that equation here for this cone. So the area is composed of the area around the cone, so all of that surface or lateral surface around the cone. So that is equal to pi r s, okay, where s, you know, is the slant, okay. You don't need the height for that, you don't need radius for that. But then the area of the base, so this was the lateral surface, the area of the base is pi r squared. So you need to know the radius for that. But to get the area of the entire cone, the whole cone, you're going to use the equation pi r s plus pi r squared. Okay, and the volume, if you're asked to calculate volume, it's going to be pi r squared times the height divided by 3. So let's take a look at the first example. So it says to determine the volume and surface area of this cone. Let's fill in what we know. We know that the height is 12 meters and it has a radius of 7. So right here the R is 7 meters. 12 meters, 7 meters. And you're asked to determine both volume and the surface area. So we're going to need to find out what, well, we are given height. R we have, H we have, divide by 3. So volume isn't too bad. Pause the video and solve it on your own. Come back and check. So you should have figured that the volume is going to be 615.4 meters cubed. And when you're trying to find the surface area, you need something that you're not given in the question directly. So pi r s plus pi r squared. So we don't have s, okay, and we need to find out what that is. So hopefully you know how to do that. Again, pause the video, do that on your own, and come back and check to see if you did it right. So you should have used the Pythagorean theorem to figure out that s is almost 14 meters. Now you have everything you need to plug it into this equation. Okay, plugging all the things that you have into the equation, you should end up with about 460 meters squared for your surface area. All right, in this question, you're not given any dimensions of the cone exactly, but you were told that the cube is 8 by 8. So this is 8 centimeters by 8 centimeters. And if on a test I don't provide a diagram for you, you should be able to sketch something and try to take it from there on your own. So given that the cube is 8 and you're told that the cone has to fit exactly inside of this cube, that tells you that the height of the cone is going to be 8. So given that this is a perfect fit, okay, h of the cone is going to be 8 centimeters, right? And then what about its radius? Well, if you're also told that your cube is 8 centimeters this way, and again, your cone is fitting perfectly inside, right? Your radius must be half of the 8 centimeters. So your radius must be 4 centimeters. And really, that's all you need for the volume, because volume is equal to pi r squared times h over 3. So we know what pi is, we just figured out r, we figured out h, so all we have to do now is plug everything in. So go ahead and do that and come back and check. Okay, plugging everything in gives you about 134 centimeters cubed. Okay, for this next question, try and add the numbers that you're given to the diagram, and then we can take it from there. Also, determine what you are asked to find. So if we look at this, we know the volume, the entire volume we are given, okay? And we're given the diameter of the cone. So if we have the diameter, you're measuring this whole thing as 5 centimeters. So that means the radius is going to be 2.5 centimeters, right? And you are asked in the equation to determine the height. Well, let's recall the equation to calculate volume. We know volume is equal to pi r squared times the height divided by 3. So do we have everything we need to calculate height? We have volume, we have radius, so we need to solve for height. Let's plug everything in and solve for h, or you can try and rearrange the formula and then solve for h, that's up to you. But rearrange, plug in, and come back and check your work once again. So maybe you plugged everything in, and so really to make this a little bit easier, let's complete part of the right side. So 3.14, well, 2.5 squared, and then multiply by 3.14 will give you 19.63, and the h is still there. All of that divided by 3. So if you want the h by itself, you're going to move the 3 over, which means you're going to multiply the 86 by 3 to get 258. That's equal to 19.63 h. So h is still not by itself. You're going to move that over as well. And if you're doing that, that means you're dividing, right? So you're taking 258, dividing 19.63. That's going to give you h. So hopefully you found out that h is 13.14 centimeters in height. And that's the end of this lesson. I just want to let you know, I forgot to tell you today is Friday, that on Tuesday I'm in a meeting all day. So you're going to take the time on Tuesday to do the questions for this section. And those questions are cone, page 447, numbers 2 to 4. So you have this. So please make sure that you're doing this in class while I'm away. And I'll try and make sure that the note for the next lesson, the surface area and volume of a sphere, are printed for you so the supply can distribute that on Tuesday. And then Tuesday night, you're going to look at that lesson so that Wednesday in class, we can do some of the practice questions. Okay, enjoy your long weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday, but not in class. I'll probably just see you around the halls. Bye.